In this video, we'll be talking about the basics of using moving lights on the LPC console, including a brief overview of moving light fundamentals and also how to create and use labels for your fixtures. For the purpose of this video, we will be using a third-party program called WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. This is a standalone package, and it is good to note that the LPC is running only the single monitor. If you are just getting started, one of the first concepts that is good to understand when working with moving lights is the four basic properties of moving light fixtures. Unlike a conventional fixture that only deals with intensity, automated fixtures also use color, beam, and position. First is the concept of LTP, or last takes precedence. Unlike conventional lights that work with HTP, highest takes precedence, in which the highest value on a fader takes control of that conventional fixture, when using automated fixtures, it will have a number of properties. For the next two concepts, I have pre-recorded a few subs to demonstrate. For example, sub 7 has a MAC 500 fixture with pattern, color, and focus. Sub 8 has the same fixture with all of the same properties except for focus. Note that as soon as I bring up sub 8, it takes precedence over all attributes except intensity. Finally, the last concept to familiarize you with will be that of no change. The LPC controls automated fixtures by setting each property, dimmer, color, beam, and position. The LPC allows cues to be built with a no change value recorded in place of those properties. For example, subs 1 and 2 have values for color, beam, and focus. However, sub 3 has values set for color and beam, but no change is selected for focus. This means that the position will remain the same as wherever it was previously. If cues or submasters don't look the same each time you run them, it means you probably left one of the properties set with a no change value. So if I bring up sub 1, we'll notice the position is on stage right. Sub 2, the position moves to stage left. Now if you'll remember, sub 3 is recorded with the position of no change. So we'll take on the position from sub 2, which is where we were previously. If we go back to sub 1, where the position is in stage right, and then follow to sub 3, the position will still be stage right. Next, we'll discuss how to quickly access your automated fixtures that we've already patched. On this screen, you'll see we have two MAC 500s and two MAC 600s. If your fixture isn't showing up, you'll notice at the top of the fixtures list, there is a plus. You can expand or collapse the fixture to view by clicking on the plus and minus. To pull up details for a particular type of fixture, we'll use the Shamrock key or click on Details. We now see a view of our fixtures in the tabs, and we can easily switch between the types of fixtures we want to view. You can also select the fixtures you want to access either individually or by using the Select All or Release All. The fader to the left will control the intensity for the fixtures you have selected. In the Properties, you'll see side tabs that allow you to select different ways to control the properties. The Detail screen also includes a timing field that you can set times for each property. Labels help you quickly access and record many attributes for a single property for your automated fixture. The LPC contains defaults for beam and color labels, based off of factory defaults. For example, this MAC 500 under color includes labels that already have color information. You can select labels for color, beam, and position, and easily record this new look to a submaster or cue. It's good to note that if you edit a label, the information recorded in your sub or queue based on the labels will also change. At the bottom of the screen, you'll notice an attributes section. Selecting values from attributes will override the information in the label. A good way to begin your programming with moving lights is to enhance your label library. You can do this by creating more specific labels based on your particular needs. For example, in this color block fixture, we'll select a new color from the Color Mixing tab. Then we'll save it as a new color. We can name it, and then hit Save for All. Now if we return to the Labels screen, we'll see the label that we just recorded. If we've made an error in our recording of that label, we can easily correct that by manipulating the attributes and then hitting Save As, selecting the name again, and hit Save for All. With moving fixtures, you will also need to create focus labels for your particular venue. So let's take a look at how to do that. We'll begin by selecting the fixture types we want to use, selecting the fixture, the intensity. We'll go to Position, and use the Position grid. We can select Pan Only, Tilt Only, or Pan and Tilt. We can deselect this fixture and select another to use. We can then save and name this label, and save it for each of the selected fixtures. It is good to note that the position will be saved for all of the fixtures, but the values will be different for pan and tilts for each of those fixtures. Well, that's the basic overview of moving lights on the LPC. Our next video will discuss how to save the information to submasters and queues.